What are you doing? Officer, come quick! He's killing my husband!
What happened?
My husband! The thief, officer! The thief! Oh, no, officer! Oh, officer, please don't go, my husband! He's got a weak heart. Please, officer, help him. Don't make him die, please. Oh, please, tell me you're all right, please.
Go to the store. Call for the police. Tell them to send an ambulance. Old man attacked. Hurt bad.
Yeah, fourth mugging around here this month. Get a look at the attacker?
I think he went over the wall.
Why didn't you follow him?
The old man was dying.
You all right?
I think so.
Did you see who did it?
Yes. Young. Black jacket. Stole wallet. $21.
Huh. Dying, huh? You looked all right to me. How come you let the kid get away?
The old man needed help.
The only one you helped was that punk. You gave him a hunting license to hit a game. Don't think you're getting away with this, Wade. You're going to answer for it.
I was in Lieutenant Weston's office on a routine visit later that morning. Weston promised me some papers on a parole case, but he was having trouble finding them.
John, I suggest you report this to the Bureau of Missing Papers.
Save the punchlines for the courtroom, Herb. You'll fracture the jury.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. I'll go quietly.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. It's just that I've been stuck with a dirty job. Excuse me. Weston. Yes, send them in.
You are busy. I'll go.
No, I need your opinion.
A legal problem?
No, let's just say it's a matter of justice.
Come in.
Sergeant McAvoy, Patrolman Wade. This is Mr. Maris. He's a friend of mine. Mac, Inspector Malone sent me your report on Wade. He asked me to look into it.
Hope you're going to do more than that.
These are very serious charges.
It was a dereliction of duty. Maybe I ought to put it another way. It was just plain yellow.
He's had a good record up until now.
I know his record. #1 student at the academy, recommended by you for detective training.
Larry, have you seen this?
Yes, sir. But it's not true.
Thief got away, didn't he?
Mr. Voltari was in a state of shock.
He looked all right to me.
He was shivering in a cold sweat. His pulse was weak.
What makes you a medical expert?
I took the first aid course at the academy, Sergeant. Mr. Voltari recovered because I gave him prompt treatment.
Your job was not to play doctor. Mrs. Voltari could have taken care of her husband.
She was hysterical, in no condition to help anyone, not even herself. Lieutenant, the assailant had disappeared. Wasn't it my duty to save the victim's life?
Larry, you listen to me. It was your duty to make a wise decision. But according to the report, you exercised poor judgment.
But I didn't.
Supposing Mr. Volteri had died in spite of your first aid, then what would you have had?
But he lived.
That's not the point. That kid couldn't have gotten far by the time you got to the alley. There is a possibility you could have caught him, but evidently that didn't occur to you. I'm sorry, Larry, but this isn't going to help your chances to become a detective.
He should be suspended. Just because he's a smart aleck college boy, there's no reason you should whitewash him.
Mac, I want to talk with Mrs. Volteri and any other witnesses you can dig up.
You're going to let him go with a slap on the wrist.
This is for the inspector to decide. Larry was off duty on the way home from an 8-hour shift to the waterfront. This wasn't even his beat.
His job is to be a policeman 24 hours a day. Instead, he acted like a frightened schoolboy.
Larry.
Yes, sir.
You get on home, get a good night's rest. I'll talk to you in the morning after I speak to Inspector Malone.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mac, that's all.
Yeah, that's him, all right.
You sure this is what he looked like?
Yeah.
Blonde hair, square features, brown eyes, medium small.
Well, about the color of the eyes, I'm not sure.
How tall would you say he was?
Tall? Well, how tall is a man?
Well, would he be as tall as I am? Or say shorter than Mr. Maris here, about 5'11"?
Lieutenant! This is Bull Perry.
Hello.
Say, I found a truck driver who unloaded concrete up here this morning about 8:30. Saw a kid in a black jacket, hightailing it over a fence. This the kid?
Yeah.
Oh. Carl! Come here! No, Lieutenant. I've seen this kid around here on a motorcycle. Hi, Mac. Carl, take a look at that sketch. I can't believe it. I just can't.
Who is he?
This is terrible. Terrible. Just about kill his mother.
All right, Carl, tell me who he is.
Peter Wade. Larry's kid
Are
brother.
you sure?
Yep. Mother bought him a motorcycle a couple of months ago for a job delivering blueprints. Only lasted a week. Maybe he needed money to show off the girl. He's that kind of boy. Could be that Larry deliberately let his brother escape.
Could be there's another kid that looks like Peter Wade.
Carl, do you think that Pete Wade is capable of this crime? Well, he's never been a steady kid. Not at all like Larry.
You mean this thief is the brother of the officer? And you wanted me to go downtown and help him? You're going to do something about this. I hope you must. This is terrible.
Don't you worry, Miss Volteri. We're going to do something about it. Heard? Back.
Thanks, Carl.
This is just terrible.
Not my son. It couldn't be.
Mom. Lieutenant, this is only a sketch. Mrs. Voltari was hysterical. How can you trust her description?
Larry, a truck driver backed her up. He wasn't hysterical.
Mrs. Wade, where is Peter now?
He left the house early this morning on his motorcycle.
Where's Pete's room, Mrs. Wade?
It's in here, Sergeant. I'll show you. His suitcase and his clothes are gone, sir.
What more proof do you want, Lieutenant?
Larry, why did you let him get away?
I didn't.
Lieutenant, you can't think that about Larry.
Mrs. Wade, Lieutenant Weston will see that Larry gets a fair hearing.
Mrs. Wade, Larry has made a lot of sacrifices for you. Don't you think he'd look the other way to spare you grief and his brother a prison term?
No. Larry took the oath of a police officer. I know my boy, Lieutenant. He wouldn't break his word.
Mrs. Wade, I'm afraid there's a lot you don't know about your boys. Either one.
Lieutenant Weston, you're judging me by circumstantial evidence. That's unfair.
Don't you call me unfair. I've leaned over backwards to give you every break. When a police officer commits a crime, he blackens the name of all of his fellow officers. Sergeant, place him under arrest.
On what charge?
Accessory to his brother's crime, after the fact. Withholding information and obstructing justice.
Okay, Professor. Hand over your gun and your badge.
You still interested in my opinion, John?
I think I know what your opinion is. But the facts speak for themselves. Hope they throw the book at him. Make an example in front of the whole department.
This is no longer a case of departmental discipline. It's a matter of justice. Mrs. Wade to see what I could do for Larry. But at this point, I wasn't sure I could do anything. The circumstantial evidence against him was overwhelming.
But Mrs. Voltari was an eyewitness. Didn't she tell them what happened?
Yesterday she was grateful to you. Today she regards you as a criminal.
A little coaching from Sergeant McAvoy. Mr. Maris, why does he hate me?
Hate isn't the word. He fears you. You're the new generation. You take college courses, become a detective, an ambition he hasn't achieved in 25 years.
I'll never become a detective. I'm off the force for good. I know that. All night long, I've been searching inside myself. And I found one thing I can't run away from. I did exercise poor judgment. When I hesitated, I stopped being a policeman. If I'd only kept running, I would have caught up with...
Your own brother? Larry, you sure you're being honest with yourself? Now, maybe you didn't want to, but you looked the other way now, didn't you?
No, I didn't see anybody.
Maybe you didn't want to believe what you saw. You had a good alibi, an injured old man needed help. If you kept quiet, Pete would have been able to get out of town. You'd have saved your family disgrace, your mother heartbreak. You're only human. You did what any person would have done. Your family came first, your job second.
No, Mr. Maris, that's not what happened.
Oh, now, let...
Did my mother really send you? What are you up to? Are you trying to trap me into a confession?
There's no tape recorder there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Maris.
Look, you're a police officer. You question people. Were you trying to trap them? I'm not trying to condemn you or frame you. I'm just trying to establish the facts to see whether or not you're innocent or guilty. Now, you've got two alternatives. Answer the questions or volunteer the information. Come on.
I'm not being much help to anybody, myself or Pete. No, Mr. Maris, there are crimes and crimes. Some you read about in the law books, others you only know yourself. I was studying juvenile delinquency, and I couldn't even spot the danger signals in my own kid brother.
You had no suspicions?
No. But I probably would have if I'd spent as much time worrying about his future as I did about my own. I wanted to get to the top of my class, be a success, a policeman. Meanwhile, I was sleeping in the next room to a kid that really needed my help. Maybe I deserved jail, Mr. Maris. I was blind to Pete's needs, his problems. But I didn't help him escape. If I were free, I'd prove it to you. How? By finding him. That's the biggest favor I could do for Pete, Mr. Maris. He'll be caught eventually. Like you say, I'm human. I'd like to get my brother where he still qualifies for a stretch in the reformatory. I'd rather see him rehabilitated than executed.
Maybe I'll be able to help you. Where can I find him?
Here in the city, hiding out. Probably with friends.
You know any of them?
Mr. Maris, on my regular beat on the waterfront, I know everybody. Bartenders, stevedores, truck drivers, even tugboat captains. But I don't know a thing about my brother or his friends. Wait a minute. Mom mentioned that he has a girl, Cubby. Cubby Borden, that's it. Works at Riley's gym.
Riley's gym. Excuse me, are you, Cubby Borden?
Yes.
My name is Maris, Herbert Maris.
Hi.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Pete Wade.
Would you mind holding this?
No, of course not.
Thank you.
About Pete.
I'm not interested.
Sooner or later, the police are going to find him. And if he resists arrest, he might get hurt.
This is a gym, Mr. Maris, not an information booth.
Miss Borden. It's not only Pete, but his family, too.
Well, I guess that's their problem. Would you mind holding this, too, please? Thank you.
Herbert Maris, counselor at law. Lifting dumbbells in a ladies' gymnasium, and I missed it.
I knew you'd be jealous. It's your own fault, John. I was just following Larry's hunch that his brother's still in the city. If you'd shown a little more faith in my client, I would have taken you along.
Now, wait a minute. Did you want me to take his advice?
John, if you were a fugitive, would you take to the highway on a motorcycle?
So I'd hold up in town, but where? Well, Pete's picture is in every paper. The whole force is out looking for him.
If we don't find Pete, what'll that mean for Larry?
Oh, dismissal from the force, a year in jail.
But he's innocent.
Can you prove that?
I think I can, if we find Pete. I'll be in my office. Let me know if you hear anything. Yes. Send her in. Miss Borden, nice to see you.
Hello, Mr. Maris. I'll bet you think I'm a muscle-bound heel.
Well, I wasn't exactly overjoyed by our last conversation.
I'm not Pete's girl anymore. He ditched me last month.
I'm sorry to hear that. Won't you tell me about it?
Well, there really isn't much to tell. I guess I was good enough for him when he wanted someone to ride on his motorcycle with him. And he flipped for some phony blonde and gave me the brush. Anyway, I came to apologize. And I'm willing to do anything to help.
What about the new girlfriend?
Penny Jackson, Twitch.
Would she know about Pete?
She might. And if anybody could get her to talk, you could.
Why, me?
Because you're a very nice-looking man.
Mr. Jackson, all I want to talk about is Pete Way.
Look, Jack, I heard your pitch and I'm not buying. Head up down the street.
I thought Pete was your boyfriend.
Me fall for that motorcycle cowboy?
But you went out with him. Why?
Because I want to be a singer. Pete gave me money for voice lessons and an evening gown. Any law against that?
Did you know where he got the money?
Got it. Who cares how? Crazy. Man, dig that crazy music.
When'd you hear from him last?
Last night. He's holed up somewhere. Wants me to run away to Chicago with him.
What'd you say?
I told him to drop dead. So he said he'd call me again tonight, the jerk. He thinks he bought me with those singing lessons.
Look, Miss Jackson, when he calls again, will you find out where he is?
Why should I knock myself out for the cops? Or for you?
Penny, I've got a business proposition for you. As a corporation lawyer, I handle a lot of big firms, including Orpheus Records. Would you be interested in an audition with Ruby Slate, their A&R manager?
Honest? Man! Yeah, I'm all shook up.
Would you help us catch him? Trap him?
Mister, for a chance to cut a record for Orpheus, I'd trap the FBI's top 10.
I got your message. Have you heard from him?
He looks like a cop.
This is Lieutenant Weston. What did Pete say?
Said he loved me. Couldn't live without me.
Forget the soap opera stuff, huh?
Why are all you cops so grouchy? Okay. I'm to buy 2 tickets. Private compartment for the Chicago train tomorrow morning at the Oakdale station. He figures you characters won't look for a guy with a girl.
You'll go through with this. You're not afraid.
Me, Mrs. Stakeout? Man, I bet it'll be a real wild swinging party.
Unless you want to get in the car, we'll take you home.
How about taking Larry?
No.
John, Pete's bound to have a gun, and if he gets nervous, that depot could be a shooting gallery. Larry and I could throw him off balance.
Well, I'll speak to the inspector about it.
Give him a break, John. It's time he got one.
I told you I would. My wallet. I left it at the ticket counter. I'll be right back.
Wait, the train.
But my wallet. I gotta go get my wallet.
Pete! Hand it over, Pete.
She double-crossed me, huh? Well, you're not going to take me, Larry. Nobody is.
I don't have a gun, Pete. I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Well, that's just your top luck.
You can't get away.
Don't start giving me advice now, big brother. I can take care of myself without any help from you. Don't move! Any of you!
Pete, don't try to shoot your way out of this. The whole depot's staked out.
I'm not giving myself up!
Pete, the old man's all right. Most he'll get is reform school. Shoot somebody now, and you'll get the gas chamber. Pete.
Stay away, Larry. I'm warning you.
Pete, give me the gun.
Turn around. All right, let's go.
Wait a minute. Pete, did you see Larry in the alleyway after you robbed the old man?
No. I didn't see him, he didn't see me. If he had, he'd have arrested me. The day he became a cop, he stopped being my brother.
Why did you rob? Because of Penny?
No. That was just part of it. Everybody was talking about him. Ma, the neighbors, Mr. Norwood. Big shot policeman. Gonna be a big shot detective.
But he'll never make it now. I guess I fixed that.
Well, McAvoy.
Okay. I withdraw my charges. Come on. Keep an eye on you, son. If you make detective, you'll make it the hard way.
That's the only way I want it, Sergeant.
Well, Herb, I must admit for a while I was a little worried about our client.
John, you were the only client I was really worried about.